Guys, and welcome back to Ancient Domains of Mystery. Welcome back to Ancardia. I am your host, Ziegander, and we are going to get back to the character Ziegander in our survival guide to Ancient Domains of Mystery, Ancient Domains of Mystery's roguelike mode. So, last time we were struggling to find a troll. I vowed to search and farm offline until I found one. I have gained a level since then. It took me actually quite a while. But as you can see, I have found one. Now, I'm on dungeon level 9. I believe this is the level where the steel zombie was. So he could give us some trouble. I did defeat the troll chief on the way in here, and he wasn't much trouble at all. But if we run into the steel zombie, we could be in for quite a showdown. And he dropped us a spellbook. Very nice. Okay. Slight problem. The Amulet of Defense +5 that I had that was really nice got destroyed. It got rusted by a water trap and then exploded by an explosive rune on a door. So that wasn't very nice. Pretty sure. And now I did also mention last episode that at level 13 a new quest would pop up, and I would talk to you about it then. That quest is delivered by the papyrus scroll that literally just appears on the floor when you gain enough experience to reach level 13. So let's go ahead and read this puppy, if I'm literate. I don't even think I'm literate, actually. Huh. You don't know how to read. I don't think I will be able to do this then, unfortunately. Dang it. You can still do the quest, but yeah, that sucks. Well, I will gain the ability to learn how to read, actually, for doing this first quest for the dwarf guy. I'll show you that here in a second. It looks like maybe... okay, it must be the next floor that has the steel zombie. And what I will try to do here... oh, did I actually kill the steel zombie? I probably did. I think he dropped this two-handed sword, now that I'm thinking about it. Wow, we're running into Berserker Lords already. The Caves of Chaos are not friendly to Ziegander. What was here? Nothing? Of course. Alright. So we've got Dwarf Town open now. We've gotten the troll. We've got a lot of stuff to sell. Let's go turn in this quest first, and we should be able to become literate. So, chat with him. Good to see a hero. What do you want to talk about? Quest. Well done. Take this potion as your reward. A truly great brew 'tis that will give ye some insights. The sulfuric potion, that is potion of literacy, I want to say is what it's called. And we'll go ahead and drink that right now. Sulfuric potion. You suddenly understand about the secrets of reading and writing. And we gained literacy at 52, not bad. Let's also go bless some water. We do have watery potions. So we want to drop... I thought I had more than one. There's one. And there's the other. Okay. Drop those, and then are there any other things that I want to check out? No, not really. We have a ton of C's. to sell, and now we have 2 potions of holy water. Those can be used to bless equipment or just other items. Blessed equipment, especially amulets and rings, tend to give better bonuses. It's harder to break. Blessed weapons deal more damage against undead. Holy water is very, very important. Let's go ahead and sell a ton of junk. I'll sell 1 of these. Uncursed leather boots. I wonder what we are wearing. I'll keep those as backup. I really feel like this bleak amulet is, well, it could be an amulet of life-saving, but I don't know. Oh, you know what? Actually, I should have some scrolls of identify. So I'll sell some of this stuff here. But if I bless a scroll of identify, then I will end up... Oh, wait. Then I will end up... Sorry. If I bless a scroll of identify and read it, then I will end up identifying literally everything in my inventory. So I have a ton of potions and scrolls that I don't know what they do. But that will also identify my amulets and rings. So that's definitely worth it. Let's go ahead and sell this stuff, which should mostly be junk. Oh my. Almost 2,000 gold for the battle axe. Well, we're going to check out what that is. And 800 for the two-handed sword. We'll check that one out too. Lots of money for the strange items. And then let's see what's going on with this battle axe and why it's so expensive. Of Mayhem. That's actually quite good. It's made of iron, so it does rust. But there are ways to rust-proof gear. And I may look into doing that, because a battle axe of Mayhem will be the best weapon that we can get for a little while here. In that case, we will go ahead and use that, and then sell the longsword. What else did I have? Oh yeah, the two-handed sword. It's certainly not going to be battle axe of Mayhem levels of good, but yeah, it's not that great at all, actually. So, battle axe of Mayhem, still using a wooden shield, unfortunately. And let's go ahead and read, since we can, let's go ahead and read the papyrus scroll. I'm not super good at reading. Wow, this is going really bad. There we go. The scroll is written in strange hieroglyphs. It reads,
"Hero, I am waiting for you. Visit my palace in the ancient pyramid for a meeting. Come as soon as possible."
The scroll is signed with Rehetep. So we passed the pyramid on the way to the Caves of Chaos. I'm not going to go there yet. It's riddled with traps. I'll just say that. And I don't have any way of dealing with traps right now. One of the fighter's bigger weaknesses is kind of not really having a good way to deal with traps. Now, we are a dwarf, so we do have a fair detect traps skill. So when we search, we can kind of find traps. But it's not... 40 is not that great. I would like to put a few more levels, get a few more levels under my belt before I go exploring the pyramid. Get maybe some better detect traps. Maybe some better dodge. So we will go there eventually. It's a cool place, and it offers one extremely powerful artifact and another artifact that is more situationally useful. But now let's see. Do I have any scrolls of identify? Not that I know of. Damn, I thought I did. Maybe this guy has one here? No? He has one. Okay, I will actually go ahead and buy that. That means then that none of my scrolls are scrolls of Identify, which is kind of crazy. But we'll go ahead and press J on the scroll of Identify, dip it into a potion. We want to dip that into one of our potions of holy water. Now I'm going to go ahead and read the Blessed Scroll of Identify. You suddenly understand the function of all your items. So I was wearing an Onyx amulet. That is an amulet of Death Ray resistance, apparently. And let's see what else. We have a ring of fire resistance and a ring of acid resistance. That's pretty cool. And let's check our backpack now. So I've got a necklace of the eye. I don't know what that does. A necklace of rapid healing, which is very good. And an amulet of the cold heart, which I want to say just gives resistance or maybe immunity to cold, but obviously at a huge cost. What else here? We've got all these interesting arrows. Unerring. We have a piece of Eternium ore, a mithril ingot. And our wands are Door Creation, Trap Creation, Door Creation, Cursed Wand of Wonder, a Wand of Acid. And then our potions, Cursed Oil of Rust Removal, that can be changed into a Blessed Oil of Rust Removal. And if I use that on my Axe of Mayhem, it should become rust proof. I want to say. Not 100% sure, but it should. We'll find out. What else do we have? Potion of Healing, Blessed, just makes it heal more, that's good. A Potion of Charisma will increase our charisma attribute, which is fine. I guess I'll use that. Booze can be used to recharge wands. Boost Learning is like, it gives you a temporary 5-point boost to your learning. It could come in handy actually maybe sometime later down the road, so we can keep that. Extra healing is important to keep in mind. Blessed potions of extra healing will give you a full HP heal. No matter how much HP you have, full heal. So that's amazing. And then we have a potion of dexterity, which will also increase my dexterity score. So I definitely want to drink that and the potion of charisma. And then down here, let's see what we have for scrolls. Satiation, darkness, light, defense. Magic mapping is very good. Let's see. Amnesia, you never want to read. It'll make you forget everything that you know, including what items are. Scroll of Charging, a blank scroll. Scroll of Uncursing is handy. 2 scrolls of Monster Detection. That will reveal monsters on the map, even in areas that you haven't been to, so that's actually pretty handy. The Blessed Scroll of Magic Mapping will reveal the entire map of whatever level you're on, which is also quite handy. I don't know what a Scroll of Danger does, and you definitely probably don't want to read a Cursed Scroll of Danger. And then let's see, we have Stomophilia, that's good. We have Morgia, that's even better. Morgia, if you eat 4 of them at a time, you have a good chance to increase your willpower and your toughness score. That only goes up to 25, but that's still really awesome. Okay, got a lot of stuff to do here. Let me first eat those Morgia. Oh, we're bloated, we're too full to eat. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and drink our potion. Nope, you can't drink potions if you're bloated either. Dang. Let's see here. Let's take off the Amulet of Death Ray Resistance and go ahead and put on the Necklace of Rapid Healing. It might even be worth blessing the Necklace of Rapid Healing, even though that would be our only... our last remaining holy water. That just increases your natural health regeneration. I don't know what a Necklace of the Eye does. I want to say it probably gives you, like, see invisibility, but I just don't know. I've never seen that before. Should I bless the Necklace of Rapid Healing, or should I bless the Battle Axe of Mayhem? First, I want to... Oh, right. Or should I bless the Oil of Rust Removal and make the Battle Axe of Mayhem rust-proof? Definitely don't think that's worth it. So I will go ahead and just put the Battle Axe of Mayhem back on. And then I will bless the Necklace of Rapid Healing. So we want to dip that into a potion. Where's our water? There it is. Potion of Holy Water. Let's put that on. That will give us quite a boost to our natural health regeneration. And I think we're good for now on just stuff to do. Let's go back and sell some more stuff. I will sell the Amulet of Cold Heart. Death Ray Resistance could come in handy at some point. I don't know. Let's go ahead and sell the longsword. The two-handed sword for sure. Let's sell all these rocks. What else do we have here? I want to keep all those wands, actually. A Cursed Potion of Invisibility will blind you. It actually can be used as a missile weapon and will come in handy against tougher enemies. I'm going to sell a bunch of these scrolls. Defense will increase the defense of an equipped piece of armor. Useful, but not amazing. But we'll keep it. Amnesia we don't want. Blank Scroll I don't want. Scroll of Danger, I'm curious as to what that does. I will keep it, but I don't know what it does. Unfortunately. Even cursed, the Morgia roots can still increase your stats, so you want to keep them and eat them. Okay, we've got 10,000 gold. At this point, you have done the initial quest for Thrundar, the Dwarf Chieftain of Dwarf Town. As a new player, if you are able to get here and talk to Thrundar and do that opening quest, not only will you gain literacy, if you aren't literate to start with. I'm only not literate to start with because my learning, I believe, was under 10. You may have to have even higher learning than that, but fighters can start with literacy. If you are already literate, or if your literacy is below, I want to say 40, he'll still give you that potion to increase your literacy. But if your literacy is above 40, I want to say, he will identify all of your gear, like a Blessed Scroll of Identify for you. He'll identify everything you got. After you've done that, you can keep doing quests with him. You can... Let's go over there and talk to him about Portal. Because they've sealed the lower levels of the Caverns of Chaos. But if you talk to him and say Portal instead of Quest, he will say,
Aye, we close the deeper levels of the dungeons to prevent foolish adventurers from uncovering even greater evils. The portal seems not to be able to lock the forces of chaos away, but at least it prevents the foolish from wreaking havoc.
Do you want to venture beyond that portal?
Yup. First you need to prove your worth in a quest. A vile necromancer has defiled the grave of one of our bravest heroes. Purify his grave and ye will be rewarded. The graveyard is located in the southeastern part of the Draculor chain. Find it and kill the evil sorcerer. Take these items to help you in your quest.
Alright, we got a cool new quest, and Holy Symbol of Vibrating Ring. Normally he gives you a ring of stun resistance, but I don't think that's what that is. Potion of water and a bone. I don't know what the bone is for. I'm just gonna eat it. I can't. Damn it. We'll just leave it on the floor. That water can be used to make holy water. And that being the case, I will go ahead and drop it immediately. And get some holy water out of it. I think I'll also dip our cursed potion of rust removal, oil of rust removal. Let's go ahead and dip that into holy water. And let's... Now, I'm not 100% sure if I use this on the axe or if I dip the axe. I think I dipped the axe into the potion. Dip it into the blessed oil of rust removal. And now it should be rust-proof. There it is, yep. Rust-proof Battle Axe of Mayhem, that's nice. Eventually, I would like to bless the rust-proof Battle Axe of Mayhem as well. But we'll work with what we've got. Now, I've got a vibrating ring, I believe. A vibrating ring, yes. Okay, I don't know what that does. I wish I had done this before I read my Blessed Scroll of Identify. Oh well. Scrolls of Identify are not that uncommon. I'm actually pretty surprised we haven't found one yet. But we will eventually. That's okay. So the quest he gave us, the ancient dwarf asks you to slay the evil sorcerer who enslaved the spirit of Griff Bloodaxe. That graveyard is basically right over where the Infinite Dungeon is. I forget, I don't know if it's called the Infinite Dungeon or not, but yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. We could head over there right now, or you can also continue accepting other quests from him. So if you chat to him and say quest again, now he wants you to do some other stuff. Find the animated forest, cross it, and find out what is beyond. Crossing the forest directly is perilous and tedious. Try it only if your will is strong enough to bear distress. Now, right now, you might want to try to shortcut for the forest. It's a tiny stairway which once led into some of our halls. These days, it was conquered by evil beasts of great power. Nobody ever returned from that forlorn place. Right now, if you have a character like Ziegander, and you only have 15 defense and only 21 protection value, I certainly do not recommend tackling that quest. You're not going to be able to make it through the animated forest. It's it's a whole area about the size of Dwarf Town with no buildings or anything. 80% of its tiles or more, probably even, are covered by animated trees. Most of the trees are non-hostile, but every now and then one will turn hostile. And they have about 20 protection value themselves, quite a lot of health, and they do a lot of damage when they do hit you. And it'll take you forever to get across. You'll run into dozens, probably, of hostile animated trees on your way, and it just you're not gonna make it with a character like this. So you want to get a little bit stronger, or if you happen to be lucky enough, you could make it through. I would say if you want to be sure that you're going to make it to the other side and back, you're going to want at least 3 Blessed Potions of Invisibility. Blessed Potion of Invisibility just lasts longer than a normal Potion of Invisibility. You need that extra length to even make it one way across, and sometimes not even that. So that's why I would recommend having 3. Then you can do that quest, and the quest after it isn't quite so arduous. You can do, if you can do the animated forest, then you can definitely do, Thrundar offers you, I think, 2, maybe 3 quests after that, and it's worth doing all of them. You get gold, you get extra gear, like a wand of fireballs with 8 charges or so. You can get an artifact called the Big Punch, which is just a mace that does a lot of damage. It doesn't do like a lot of damage, but probably more damage than any other weapon you're going to be carrying. Maybe even including my Battle Axe of Mayhem. The Battle Axe of Mayhem would be somewhat on par to the Big Punch, to be honest. So I don't really care about that right now. It's still worth doing because of the gold and other rewards that he gives you, but maybe not that last quest. But this quest is super worth doing, just because of some of the treasure you can get. It is a whole ton of undead, and there are a lot of traps. So right now, I may not want to do that either, just because I don't have a great way of dealing with traps. Essentially, though, now that you've reached Dwarf Town, and you've done the first of Thrundar's quests, you have kind of reached the end of the early game and the beginning of the mid game. And I would say that the pyramid and the graveyard of Griff Bloodaxe both represent sort of that beginning of the mid game stage of the game. What you can do now before doing any of those is go visit a certain dungeon that has a very useful item that, say, a non-spellcaster is eventually going to 100% need to complete the game. So I'll take us there and show you what I mean. Yikes. 45 cold damage. Ouch. Ouch. Luckily, our health regeneration, especially with that blessed necklace of rapid healing, is very fast. What's that ghoul carrying? All that stuff that we didn't want. Right. Okay, we are no longer bloated, so I'm going to go ahead and eat the Morgia roots. 3, 4. I'll stop at 4, even though they're cursed. It might be a good idea to eat more than 4 because they're cursed. Because they do train your stats less than normal. I don't have enough experience with the game to say for sure how much less than normal, so I'm going to see what happens if we just eat 4. What's our skill with an axe right now? Only 4, right? Yeah, it's actually our least skilled. That's good, though. Give us an opportunity to train axes, which will increase our damage even more than it already is. Our average damage right now is about 28.5. And that's pretty solid, to be honest. Let's head back toward the big room. We've got an old chieftain here. Pretty tough customer, but no trouble for us. And we've reached the big room. Now, as you can see, it's become overrun by green slimes. I don't have the ranged capacity to kill them all. In my quest to find a troll, the big room has become overrun by green slimes. They're non-hostile, which is great, but they're kind of restricting the amount of monsters that can be generated in here, and someday we're going to have to deal with all this. And it's probably going to be a huge pain in the ass, but for now, we just got to get out of here. One byproduct of doing Thrundar's questline to full completion is you will come back and visit the arena and become the champion of the arena. And there's a reward, a weapon reward for that that's not particularly incredible by itself, but you can trade it in for something that actually is very, very nice. It's a valuable skill, actually. I remember I spoke about the guy with the gold helmet will teach you a skill. That's how you get him to do it. Is with that weapon. I believe these are the stairs up that we want. Yeah, okay. And now, on our way to the other place that I was talking about, the cave that we haven't been to yet. How did I get locked in here? What? Did somebody trap this door? Because we've definitely been here. That's super weird. Let me take this guy out with ranged. There we go. Wait a second. We don't want to go back down. Ow, that claw bug hit me for like 10. Yikes. On our way to that cave, there should be something else I can show you. Oh my. Yeah. Let me show you. It just kind of glitched out there. Let's see. It seems to get crowded here. You notice a new settlement. So right here, this was not here before. This is something you don't want to go to all the time, and it's honestly not that useful, but its main use is that there's a potion shop here and a lawful altar. In case you don't want to go all the way down through the Caves of Chaos to Dwarf Town, you can stop in here and notice all these guys with stars. They're named characters. You can hire any of these to be mercenaries to kind of follow you around and help you kill stuff. It's not worth... There we go. Will seems inflexible. Health increases. So we only ate 4. We have 2 more. We're going to leave those be. But that means we gained 1 point of willpower and 1 point of toughness. So we are already 1 point away from Morgia not being able to help our toughness. But we will continue to eat as much Morgia as we can get our hands on to increase our willpower up toward that maximum of 26. We can get it to 25. Willpower is how you, what helps you shrug off mental attacks in this game. Here's the potion shop. What's great about this is you can walk around and take a look at all the potions. And then, so now I'll know what a potion of boost mana is for the rest of the game. I'll know what a potion of visibility is. I'll know what a potion of cure poison is. So when I pick these potions up later in the game, they won't be unidentified and I'll know what they do. Oil of rust removal, nice. Longevity, boost appearance, oil, carrot juice, water. This guy doesn't usually have much in the way of useful stuff other than water, which we will buy every single one of his potions of water. Booze, he often does have invisibility, which you can bless as well, to maybe help you get through the animated forest. Burzio potion is something I don't know. Troll blood, however, is very good, and we're also going to be picking that up. Troll blood, he has quite a lot of water. When you drink it, if it's not cursed, will increase your natural health regeneration rate. Pay for all items. That was actually relatively cheap. What we will want to do now is over to the right. There is this altar. So we're going to drop... Where did the water go? That heap of water, that water, and that water. See, I have 3 different potions of water, 3 different heaps or whatever, 3 different stacks of potions of water. That guy will sometimes sell you cursed potions. So you always want to see, before you even drink that potion of troll blood from him, see if it's cursed. It was blessed. That's awesome. We don't have to waste a potion of holy water blessing it. You definitely do want to bless troll blood, as that increases your natural health regeneration more than normal. So we're going to go ahead and drink that. Your blood courses faster through your veins. So that just gives us an inherent boost to our natural health regeneration. Now, I don't know if you'd noticed, but as we walk around through here, there's background corruption. That's why I was saying you don't really want to spend a lot of time here, but it can be useful. It can be useful in some situations. We've got the pyramid over here. I don't think this character's really ready to go deal with that right now. But not too far from the pyramid. Oh, we got ambushed by a wandering brown bear. Well, we can deal with a wandering brown bear. That's no problem. Over here is another little cave, a rather boring cave entrance. Oh, and a crumbling dungeon entry. Whatever you do, do not enter the crumbling dungeon entry. If you're trying to survive Adam's roguelike campaign, do not enter the crumbling dungeon entry. It has an extremely high monster level. You will get killed before you've even explored the first floor. Now, as you can see, we can walk over mountains. That is because I am carrying a climbing set. Please pardon the military jet that's flying by. I'm sure you can hear that. It's very loud. Alright, but the boring cave entrance has an item of interest for us. Let's go ahead and eat some cooked lizards. Oh, we are bloated, unfortunately. I didn't mean to eat that much. More year root. I'll go ahead and pick that all the way down. As I covered once before, if the herbs are not growing in a square, they're not stable. So you might as well pick them all down. I don't have enough experience with this dungeon to know whether or not it's lucky to have found herbs here, or if they're just always here. I can't remember if they were here the last time I went to this cave. I'll also show you another cave. Since we've done the Caves of Chaos, another early game strategy that you can do, especially if you have decent protection value, is there's another cave that I'll show you after this one, but this one contains an item that you're definitely going to need if you're trying to beat the game. Got blinded. Just wandering around. I like to try to wander through doors. I don't know why. And there goes another military jet. That one not quite as loud. You get the odd feeling that something is wrong with your perception of this room, but can't seem to tell what it is just from looking around. That makes your directional buttons reversed. So you just have to press up to go down and left to go right, etc. Okay, nothing in there. Oh, there we go. It's always one more space than I think it's going to be. Don't eat a Chaos Rat Corpse. A Chaos anything is going to corrupt you. We've got a Karmic Lizard. I know I explained in the last episode what to do with those. They will curse you if you hit them. Not even if they hit you. If you hit them, you will be cursed. If you hit them with a melee weapon, sorry. Oh, don't do that. Don't attack oozes with a melee weapon either, because they will corrode your weapons. And Rustproof does nothing to prevent against acid damage to weapons. So let's see. Anything here? Nope. Alright, we gotta go. I'm gonna go all the way down. I don't know what the right path is. Everything's randomized when you play this game, but looks like they both lead to the same place. So down here We are now in a very dusty dungeon level. This is an interesting little area. Oh. Moved into a dark place. It's pitch black here. You feel a little dizzy for a moment. So what just happened? Suddenly you stand somewhere else. The Gibbering Mouther moved onto a teleportation trap. We just moved on to another one. This dungeon is filled with teleportation traps. This is a chaotic altar. Were I to stand on this and there be almost any other monster in this room, instant death. Do not step onto a chaotic altar, even if you are of chaotic alignment. It doesn't matter what alignment you are. If a monster is chaotic and sees you step on that and they want to sacrifice you to their evil deity, they will. Something... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, something just attacked me. Is there more to this room? There is. Anything lying on the ground? Looks like no. I could try to convert it to a lawful altar. I have quite a bit of money, and I probably could, but I'm not going to, and I don't recommend you mess around with trying to convert altars as a new player either. Now let's just keep exploring. There's a troll that I spent so long trying to find in the Caves of Chaos. Oh, teleportation trap again. Fire beetle corpse. Let's try to get inherent fire resistance. Eat it. Suddenly feel very hot. If what Yulgash says is true, we may already be inherently fire resistant, and there's no way for me to know until I find something that will tell me what my intrinsics are. There are items that do that. There comes that Gibbering Mouther that stepped onto the trap to begin with. Oh, a Kushu appeared. When it says that a monster appears on this level, that means that they have been teleported from somewhere else. And so, see there, I knew what that Potion of Youth was because I had already looked at one in the settlement guy's potion shop. Any secret doors? No? Okay. I could be trying to search around for teleportation traps, but I don't really care. They're relatively harmless. No. There we go. Sometimes the targeting with the T button is kind of arbitrary and weird. So let's just keep exploring this dungeon level. Oh, another teleport trap. Lots of trolls in here. Should have come here first. Okay, and so as you can see, we've pretty much explored this whole area now. Let's see what's over here. Oh, I've got some potions to drink. Potion of Charisma. That will increase my Charisma by 1. And the Potion of Dexterity will increase my Dexterity by 1. Since I have extra holy water, it might be a good idea to bless that. Dexterity is important for almost any character, so I'll actually go ahead and bless that. And you know what I'll also do is I'll bless the Rustproof Battle Axe of Mayhem. Instead of just taking the stuff off, if you want, you can press Shift 1. And you can select an item that you're wielding to dip. I'm going to dip F, the Rustproof Battle Axe of Mayhem, into a Potion of Holy Water. And now we have a Blessed Rustproof Battle Axe of Mayhem. That's quite the mouthful to say. But what else was I going to do? Right. The Potion of Dexterity, I will go ahead and bless as well, and then drink it. That should increase my Dexterity by 2 points to 14. There we go. Man, another teleport trap. I think that's 3 in a row there. The higher your dexterity, the higher your actual defense value is. We're getting a lot of water, which is very handy. Very, I wouldn't say necessary, but very helpful. Ooh, a rattling duelist. Duelists can disarm you. They also can crit very, not very often, but fairly often is what I started to say and meant to say. Let's go ahead and put that battle axe back on. Alright, what was he carrying around? Gauntlets and an opal amulet. We already picked up an opal ring. Wow, you can see we already healed up everything that guy did to us. Health regeneration is pretty solid. Man, they really don't want me to get through that room. Trying to get through there. Got a lot of giants in here as well. Giants can increase your strength. And I remember, I forget how, but we did lose a point of strength. I gained it back by eating an Etten corpse. Giant corpses can increase your strength when you eat them. Okay, there you go. So we have explored. Master Swordsman can also disarm you. Disarming enemies are really irritating. I often just beat them up with my bare hands. That will increase your unarmed fighting weapon skill. And the higher that goes, the better damage you can deal when you're not equipped with something. Okay, that's the whole map. Or so the game would have you think. If you search around on these tiles, like I showed you in Dwarf Town, anytime you're on a square that's impassable, the cursor will show as the gauntleted hand. Anytime you're on a tile that you can walk on, the cursor will show as a boot. So somewhere in this level, we've got a secret. I'm guessing it's somewhere down here. Just because I have some experience with this game. So I'm going to put my cursor down this way and just walk along. Oh, no, I can't. It's not down here. Okay. There we go. Now it will follow me. Where are we here? Alright, maybe I was wrong. Let's keep going. It does not appear to be down here. Alright. Go back through. I don't know if it can be on the sides of, like the side walls of the dungeon, sorry. Let's check. Nothing here, okay. Nothing here. Nothing here. You can't pick up stuff while you're in webs. I find that quite annoying, but it simply is the case. Alright, nothing here. Nothing here. I wonder if it's up here past the darkness. It doesn't look like it, but we'll get up there. Oh, it could be down here. No. No. Nothing here. Okay. Let's check through here. Nope. What about here? Nothing. Where is it? Intriguing. Where is it? Oh, no. Now, I thought it always was connected to somewhere you can reach in the dungeon, but I could be mistaken. Let's search through all of the blank areas here, just to be quite sure. So far I'm seeing nothing, unless I simply missed it somewhere. And that is possible. I don't know if I checked all throughout here, for example. Looks like I did, though. Well, this is interesting. I don't think this was fixed. Or changed, I suppose I should say. Well, I was going to show you, but it occurs to me I don't really have any way to show you anyway. This dungeon has a hidden wand with a very important function, but you have to be able to dig through the walls to get to a hidden area that stores the wand. I don't know why I'm not finding it. You're usually able to see where the area is just by scrolling over it. But even if I could find it, I wouldn't be able to show you the wand, because I do not have a pickaxe, do I? No. There is also a wand called a Wand of Digging that I don't have, that could get me through the walls to find the other wand in here. But it is guaranteed to be here in this dungeon. I am just not seeing it, which is weird. But I'll just go ahead and tell you what it is. It's a Wand of Teleportation. And if you have teleport control, then not only can you control where teleport traps take you, but I mentioned teleportitis is a thing you can gain. If you have teleportitis, you will just get randomly teleported. Every few steps, you have a chance to be teleported. Teleportation or teleport control will give you the ability to choose where teleportitis teleports you, and obviously the teleport spell, which is what the Wand of Teleportation emulates. That will also just teleport you to a random location unless you have teleport control. You will need both a source of teleportation and teleport control to complete the game. So definitely come back to the boring cave when you have some way to dig. But something else I will attempt to show you before the end of this episode. We are running low on time. I just got randomly attacked by some skeletons, so we'll take care of them. They are not super difficult, especially with a blessed Battle Axe of Mayhem. Look at how much damage that's dealing. 38, 93 on a critical hit, 35, 46. I mean, you can tell blessed weapons deal considerably more damage to undead. And we've got a scroll of identify. Very nice. Let's go ahead and leave. I will... Jeez. Get out of here. Oh my god. Necromancer, you need to die. Alright, kill his minions. And leave. Alright. There is one more cave that you can get to. What is with this encounter rate? Not the Antediluvian dungeon entry. I don't recommend checking those out as a new player. They are filled with fairly tough enemies. Also, not a sinister dungeon decorated with Antediluvian. Any cave that mentions Antediluvian, stay away from as a new player. This is something you probably want to stay away from, at least for the second floor. Don't go to the second floor of the long and nondescript tunnel. The first floor is going to be fine for you to deal with, but really just don't go there. You, as a new player, I wouldn't risk your neck. It's a pretty tough place, and you need to have better equipment than Ziegander does right now to survive that. I'm looking for a putrid cave, I want to say. Or not a putrid cave. Well, we're hungry anyway. Let's see if they'll drop a corpse for us. There's one. Go ahead and eat it right in front of their faces. Alright, that's fine. Not a putrid cave. Definitely not that. That's the Tower of Eternal Flame. Don't go there. But there's no harm in exploring the map. Obviously the wilderness encounters aren't going to be too tough. They do sort of scale to your level, so wilderness encounters will have a chance to... Jeez. To spawn stronger enemies as you progress throughout the game. But never anything that's going to be too far out of your league. I am trying to find a dark and sinister tunnel. You don't want to go there. A putrid cave entry. Putrid cave is safe to explore. It has a few levels. It has a couple cavernous levels, similar to the big room with high monster generation. Those levels are going to be fairly dangerous for my character right now, but in a few levels, Ziegander should be able to handle them without much trouble. This is a cool thing that we can't really do anything with. You can't find your way through the horrible snowstorm. That's character level locked. But we can go through the mountains to our northwest. Not sure why I had so much trouble with those guys, but that's okay. As a new player, I will say it's not likely that you will have a climbing set as early as my character did. But if you happen to, these caves, the Putrid Cave, not this one necessarily, but some of those other caves, the Antediluvian caves, their location is randomized. Ruins of an ancient city. Extremely muscular, with a bestial stench. You recoil in terror. This is also a level locked area. The Moldy Dungeon. I believe this is the one we're looking for. Moldy, Putrid, the Antediluvian ones, their locations are all randomized, so you may not even need the climbing set to find this, but if you can't find it without climbing and you do have the climbing set, it's worth looking into, even at a fairly low level, because it has a very useful item a few levels down. Fire resistance? Suddenly feel very hot. Dang. This is a pool. As a new player, avoid these like the plague. You can step onto them, and if you press capital D, drink from the pool, do not do it. Do not do it. Now let's keep going down. A few seconds, a looming shade appears before you. It points its hand toward you in a threatening manner, then it disappears. That's not a message unique to this cave. There's lots of messages like this that have a chance to play when you walk into any room. Some of them, most of them... Oh man, the Staff of Parting Water is destroyed by an explosive rune trap. I need to be searching for traps. That is rough. We could have used that later in the game. What you can do in this level, or in this cave, try to find your downstairs as fast as you can and just go until you find something interesting. You'll know it when you see it. Oh, teleport trap. But I'll try to find it relatively quick here. We are already at the hour length time that I usually take for these episodes, but it doesn't take too long to find what we're looking for in here. There's an item in this cave that has a very, very powerful effect, even if you're not new to this game. The effect of the item found in here is just extremely good. And probably every player should seek this out. Vortex dropped a key, and we will pick it up. Keys are always handy. Not only can you unlock locked doors and avoid traps that way, you can lock unlocked doors and create a stash. If you're somewhere safe. Ah, a booby trap. Whatever that means. Well, we destroyed one blessed arrow. That's fine. We're getting a lot of fire beetle corpses. I would be really surprised if we aren't inherently resistant to fire, and Yulgash was correct about the special message just not playing with fire beetle corpses, but we'll see eventually. I'm sure eventually we'll find some way to learn what our inherent, what do they call them? Intrinsic abilities are. Intrinsic effects. Our literacy increased by itself. That's interesting. That is a large mithril shield, and you can tell mithril will have the yellow around, especially for a shield. Eternium would have been like a dull green, and adamantium I think is purple. Yeah, purple for adamantium. You can also tell by weight, but there are visual cues. A mithril tower shield is very likely to be much better than our wooden shield, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Even if it's cursed, I don't really care. Okay, it is not. Only one more protection, unfortunately, but 6 more defense, so definitely worth picking up. Trying to find the downstairs here. We've got a rat tension room. Don't really care, but maybe they had a potion or something. Nope, nothing useful. Alright. Maybe the downstairs are down here. There we go. A violent grating sound. Okay, we're 1 or 2 floors away from where we need to be. A violent grating sound is very interesting. I don't like floors like this, but... So if I sit here and press 5 and wait, you can see a whole section of the dungeon east of you shifts to the south. And it will keep doing this. And you can get cut off from where you're trying to go. Okay, that was a really minor one. Sometimes they can be several tiles wide. They can also be quite handy, though. Come on, downstairs. Nope. Nope. Yikes. Dark Sage. Take him down. That square key is doing a lot of work. Alright, I'm not sure if it's this level or the next level. We've got a ghost. I don't know why I used arrows on him. He was in melee anyway. Force of habit, I guess. Alright, we're really close to the item, so I'll go ahead and find it, and then I'll end the episode after I show you what it does. Oh, that is if I can use it. I'll explain when I pick it up. Let's see. I think we're still one floor away, to be honest. Clay statue. The item is guarded by an enemy, but not by a very tough enemy. Let's go berserk and try to kill this Eye of Destruction real fast. There we go. This should be the item in question. And this is the monster that guards it. A stone golem is just very tough, but they don't hit that hard. My Axe of Mayhem should be more than plenty to shred its HP. Yeah. But if you come here at like level 7, you could totally go here on the way to the Caves of Chaos. As long as you have decent protection value, and by decent I would say you want to have at least like 12-ish to withstand the attacks of the stone golem. You can get in and get out, like go coward mode, run away from the golem, and you'll be fine. But not only is there 9,000 gold pieces, there's usually anywhere between like 8 and 10,000 gold pieces just sitting here. Quite a boon to a starting character, but the Ruined Librum is excellent. I'm going to close this door and lock it, because I can with the square key, and we'll try to read the Ruined Librum. This enormous... Oh no. Okay. This enormous Librum seems to have contained stories about many famous heroes and heroines of Ancardia. Sadly, time and the teeth of vile creatures seem to have taken its toll, so that nowadays the former content is no longer legible. So this is something I actually didn't know, but this is good. Good to know that we're both learning as we go. It's... what's it called? It's called the Tome of Donors, and it looks like you have to get here within a certain amount of time, so I took too long. Forgetting about this was a mistake. The Tome of Donors is a fantastic book, and yeah, it must be time sensitive. So what it does though is when you read it, it will randomly grant you a positive intrinsic quality. So some of that can be like a... oh wow, a mummy. That can be potentially like a boost to your speed. That can be... oh... hey, a blanket. I haven't really gone into blankets and what they're useful for, but that could be a very handy item. It could be like resistance to cold. It could also be really strong stuff like permanent sea invisibility, or well, inherent sea invisibility. Courage, which, to my knowledge, reduces the penalty, or maybe completely negates the penalty for being surrounded, and also reduces or potentially completely negates the bonuses that enemies get to their attack rolls against you once they have you surrounded. That one's excellent, but there are many very good intrinsic qualities to be gained in this game, and the Tome of Donors can give you any of them just by reading it. Once you have gained an intrinsic from it, it will go on a cooldown. You have to spend a few turns away from it, come back and read it again, and it weighs 500 stones, so carrying around the Ruin Librum might not be a good idea, but I'll see if I can sell it and see what it sells for. But it is an excellent item to get, and you definitely don't want to waste time trying to get it. If you have a decent character and think that you can either take down or survive that stone golem, try to find the moldy dungeon and make your way down to the bottom floor and grab the money and the Tome of Donors. It's excellent. So we will conclude the episode with that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next episode. I think in the next episode we are going to... I think we will try the graveyard, perhaps. Level 13 might be a bit early for that. But I don't really have any other things to do, so yeah, that seems like the best next thing to do. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great day.